how much people don't want to do it. That's a huge surprise to me. I mean, I think it's not that hard of work. It can be hard, but you got to use your mind. I like that you got to figure stuff out.
Once you discover it, it's a great place to be, right?
Yeah.
It's a great career.
Yeah.
So how do you learn? You're working and learning and you're reading the code book. What other resources are there to learn that you've discovered?
I use a lot of like PHCC, the website. They have a lot of classes. I go and I do like anytime CEUs. I do some classes on there. I got a code book training manual. So I take some of the answers. I go through the code book, try and find it, try and teach me how to use the code book. And then at our shop, we have a whiteboard. And the plumbers like to write up some code questions. And we go home and we have to figure out what the answer is and come back and tell them why that is and how that works.
What do we tell young people about the trade to get them to see plumbing as a possible career for themselves?
It's really not that bad. I mean, if you do residential, it's different every day. With our job, I really like it because you get to go to different places every day, get to meet new people every day.
Welcome to Behind the Windshield with Dennis Apprentice, the podcast where we bring you a diverse lineup of guests, apprentices, seasoned professionals, visionary entrepreneurs, business owners, and master craftsmen every week. I'm your host, Dennis. Yes, I am an apprentice because I'm never going to stop learning and trying new things. I'm a coach, I'm a consultant, and I'm a business owner of a Zoom Drain franchise in Seattle, Washington. And I'm on a mission to help hardworking young people get a profitable career in the trades without a college education. So this podcast is for people who are visionary entrepreneurs, apprentices in any trade, people who want to start their own business, and even young people without any experience at all. We bring you stories, insights, and experiences that will help you learn from the success and mistakes of guests and even myself. You can find this podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's go! Jake, welcome to Behind the Windshield with Dennis Apprentice at the PHCC booth at the Great Northwest Adventure Show.
Yes, I like it. It's pretty fun here. I've never been to one before.
This is your first time?
Yes.
Very cool. Let's talk about you're an apprentice.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 19 years old, turning 20 on the 28th.
Awesome. How did you find the plumbing trade?
I really just wanted to get into any sort of trade. I didn't really care which one it was. And my shop teacher at my high school said, this place needs a person. And I said, I'll sign up. I didn't even know it was plumbing until I got there and got the job. I was like, cool. Well, sweet.
Cool.
And I've been doing it every day for about 3 years now. I really like it. Learn new stuff every day. Everything's different. I like it a lot.
Awesome. Where do you work?
Savannah Plumbing.
Oh, that's a good shop.
Yes, it is.
You have some really very cool owners.
Yes, I like that a lot.
They take care of their people. Very
well.
Awesome. So good. I'm so glad to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
Yeah. So how long have you been plumbing then?
I did like a year and a half part-time after school, and then COVID hit, and I started full-time after that, and that was about probably 2.5 years ago, 2.5 full-time.
Awesome. Good for you. What's the biggest surprise that now that you're getting close to being a licensed plumber?
I'm getting pretty close. I'm trying to get my hours up, and I'm trying to learn the code and everything.
Yeah.
Biggest surprise? How much people don't want to do it. That's a huge surprise to me. I mean, I think it's not that hard of work. It can be hard, but you got to use your mind. I like that you got to figure stuff out, and so that's kind of surprising nobody wants to do it.
Yeah, it's once you discover it, it's a great place to be, right?
Yeah.
It's a great career.
Yeah, it's totally different than everybody says it is. It's not all about working with poop or anything like that.
Right. What is it like? So it's not, you don't touch poop hardly ever, but everybody thinks all we do is poop, right?
Yes. It's pretty much, you do a lot of faucets, do a lot of toilets, hot water heaters. Sometimes you dig a couple holes and do some water lines and stuff like that. But worst part of it is maybe the crawl space, but I don't mind it too much. It's not that bad. So
yeah. Awesome. And the money's coming along?
Yeah, it's coming along.
Yeah, very good.
Yes.
So you're going to go to college?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I might go for a couple business classes or something like that, but probably not.
Very cool. You're already in college, actually.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, except someone else is paying you to go.
Yes, it's pretty sweet.
Very cool. So how do you learn? What do you reach out to? You're working and learning and you're reading the code book. What other resources are there to learn that you've discovered?
I use a lot of PHCC, the website. They have a lot of classes. I go and I do anytime CEUs. I do some classes on there. I got a code book training manual, so I take some of the answers. I go through the code book, try and find it, try and teach me how to use the code book.
Cool.
And then at our shop, we have a whiteboard, and the plumbers like to write up some code questions, and we go home and we have to figure out what the answer is and come back and tell them why that is and how that works and exactly like that. It's pretty cool.
Very cool. So, in college, they talk a lot about class sizes,
Yeah.
And our class size is 101, right? We're getting taught by another licensed plumber.
Yes, that's very cool. I like learning from them. They're very great teachers. They show me this is the right way. This is how I want you to do it. You can do it other ways, but this is the correct way, and this is how we like to do it here. So.
Right. Very cool. Do you do anything on social media? Do you find any resources on social media yet?
Sometimes I'll see a couple TikToks and I'll be watching. I'll be like, I would have done that a little different, but that's just everybody to do his own, So
awesome. So, what do we tell young people about the trade to get them to see plumbing as a possible career for themselves?
It's really not that bad. I mean, if you do residential, it's different every day. It's not the same. New construction is a little bit more difficult to get guys, I think, because they're doing the same thing every day, same place. Right. But with our job, I really like it because you get to go to different places every day, get to meet new people every day. It's a lot of fun. And when you have good people you work with, it's really nice.
Very cool. Yeah, when I interview, I was like, do you want to go to one job a day or for several weeks, or you want to do 2 or 3 jobs a day? And service guys want to do 2 or 3 or 4 jobs a day.
I would way rather do that, yes.
And there's some guys that hate that. Some guys want to go to a job for 3 months at a time.
Yeah.
And they're down with skyscrapers downtown, right?
Yep, it just depends on what you like doing and how it gets you going somewhere.
Very cool. So this is your first trade show?
Yes, very first one.
How long have you been here?
I got here earlier this morning, probably around 9:50, 10 o'clock, something like that.
So what do you think?
It's very cool. I'm learning a lot of stuff. I'm meeting a lot of new people, even products that we don't use. I'm still learning about them, and I think that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. What have you found? Is there some new product that's caught your attention?
The Mountain View incinerators.
Okay.
Those are pretty cool because there's no jamming tool. It just macerates it so well that it's pretty much liquefies it, and that's very cool.
Awesome. And that's an incinerator.
Yeah. It's a mountain. I don't think it's incinerator. It's mountain something.
Mountain something. Very cool. Yeah, the trade's like you think you know everything or you think you've seen everything, and then you come to a trade show and it's like, oh my goodness, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Right? This is huge.
Yeah.
And this is actually, if you ever get a chance to go to a national show, it's pretty cool because they're way bigger. But this is a pretty big show for a regional show.
Yes.
There's lots going on.
And my bosses, they're very kind to let me come and stuff. And I thought this was very cool. I've never been here or done anything like this before. It's cool to see all the people that you recognize that come to the shop and explain stuff to you. And so it's pretty cool. I like it.
I didn't go to trade shows for years. I thought I was too busy. I didn't have time. I was running my company. And it wasn't until maybe 3 or 4 years ago I started coming to trade shows. And you learn so much and meet so many cool people and new things. And now I try not to miss.
Yes, it's very cool. I would definitely try to come to more of these. It's very fun.
Cool. Have you been to any seminars yet?
I have not.
Okay, there's some seminars. You'll hear on the announcement. They'll announce seminars. There's been some seminars on water heaters.
Oh, okay.
And some crimping demonstrations out front. So.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, well, welcome to your first trade show. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're in the trade.
I appreciate it.
You got a super bright future.
I appreciate it. Very nice meeting you.
You too. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the show. Did you agree? Did you disagree? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're listening on Spotify or iTunes, be sure to follow the podcast so you don't miss an episode. Making the trades the place to be for young people is a team effort. So share this with someone and help us all out.